Welcome back. We are continuing on with the Mages Guild questline. We are back in Shadowfen, and we are going over this way. Hey, my peeps. Hold on. I'm sure I did this already, but we're gonna just do it again. Just to be on the safe side before I talk to them. Okay, we're in the clear.
I'm glad Shalador found you. I need your help.
What's wrong?
Sheagorath. He's made this process insufferable. I translated the last book you retrieved, but it doesn't make any sense. I can't find anything that might lead us to the next trial. I must be missing something.
Maybe if I read it?
By all means. Circus of Cheerful Slaughter is just there on the desk. But be careful, the treachery of the Mad God knows no bounds.
Alright, I'll be careful.
Good luck, my friend.
The research hasn't gone well this time?
This time, it's almost as though the runes themselves were mocking me. I translated the text relatively quickly. You can see when you read it, the words themselves just make no sense.
Are you doing well?
If you told me years ago that I'd do spell work with Shalador, I'd have called you a liar. I'm happy to do the work. It's the chance of a lifetime, but I can't help but feel I'm in over my head.
Fair. Fair enough. Okay, it's over here. Oh yeah, we read this one. And... well, we're here.
Ah, you're here. As punctual as a thespian. Very good.
The Folly of Isolation, Part 1, Act 1, Scene 1. A fool, believing he knows better than the dashing main character, enters stage left. Before him stands the imposing sight of a Hearthold Helm. Within, the three bloodthirsty races of the Ebonheart Pact await. The fool strides forward, facing certain dismemberment by angry swamp lizards and berserk barbarians.
Welcome! Welcome to the Circus of Cheerful Slaughter! Step right up, my mortal friend. The show is about to begin, and you're the star.
Show? What show?
You're going to perform a play. My play, actually. Wrote it myself. I call it The Folly of Isolation. It's a tragedy. And a comedy. They're both at once. A tromedy.
And why am I doing this?
You want the next tome, right? Well, I need entertainment. I can only light Prince Mnealia here on fire so many times before it gets boring. You understand?
And what exactly do you want me to do?
Before we get to your motivation, we need to set the scene. The scene. Tamriel. The three alliances are at war, and the wee little Mages Guild wants none of it. They want to stand alone.
And the play is about the alliances.
Jolly good, you're paying attention. Now, this is a play in 3 acts. In each act, you'll isolate the guild from those bloodthirsty, political, warmongering sons of silkworms. By killing them.
Killing them? Killing who?
Oh, everyone. Right up to the high muckety-mucks themselves. Just remember, you wait for your cues. You kill nobody unless it's in the script. Now, let's get going. I can't wait to see it performed. Here, Mnealia will even light the way for you.
Oh, literally. He'll light the way. Got it.
My soul's on fire! Don't forget to light the brazier! Ah, you daft fool. Ha! Guess it still hasn't gotten old! I'll meet you up ahead at the bustling packed down of Hearthold Helm.
Okay. And he says, don't kill anybody unless it is in the script. Theater gore. Make a little slight detour over here. Yeah, thank you for cheering for me.
Shall we raise the curtain? Begin the first act?
I'm ready.
Our opening act features the Ebonheart Pact. Ha! That rhymes, doesn't it? I'm a poet, and until now, I didn't realize it.
I'm supposed to fight the whole alliance.
Don't be presumptuous, mortal, or I'll banish you to the Isle of Lusty Bards. Like I was saying, as the curtain rises, our Ebonheart friends are at peace. Allies. Historically, though, they've been at each other's throats.
If they're at peace, what do I do?
Slavery, border raids, and infighting have them primed for chaos. They just need a little push. I've written myself a part, a small but pivotal role, if you'll excuse me. Hey! You hate each other, remember?
Oh yeah, get 'em.
Move! Go! Join the fracas! This is your cue! Action! Scatter!
Nothing in here. I see something I'm supposed to read up there. The Folly of Isolation, Part 3, Act 1, Scene 4. A harried-looking high elven woman sits at a table surrounded by books. Her eyes are locked on the horizon, staring at nothing. Only the most perceptive would notice that a thin line of drool is sliding from the side of her mouth. Before her sits a massive tome, inscribed with the most intricate of runes. There's a wardrobe right there. It's empty, though. Alright. Can I not kill them? Can we do that instead? This isn't my land.
This isn't my land. I need to find my way home.
Splendid. But wait, do I hear someone approaching?
Why do you fight, you milk-drinking dog?
Yoran.
Oh, it's simple, my king. The Mages Guild caused this infighting. It's all their fault.
The Mages Guild? This mewling puppy? You want trouble?
I'm with you,
Here
cohort.
is trouble for the pack.
Step on, the show must
We
go
have an
on.
accord.
You'll never make a living reading all day. You need to earn some
Even
coin,
mages take their
alas.
noses out of their books once in a while. You just can't stand to be around people. Pathetic.
You have a rare mind, Belast. Not once in a century is a Mer with your talent born. We have accepted your application to join our august and storied mages.
This is the proudest day of my life, Guildmaster. Thank you.
Oh. Uh-oh. It's not me being tormented. The Folly of Isolation, Part 6, Act 2, Scene 2. A noble high elf looks imperiously down her nose at the assembled mages. Razumdar, these mages would depart our borders with critical information, my queen. They say they seek isolation. Queen Erin, truly, perhaps you do not understand the meaning of loyalty, little magelings.
Damn my God! Why can't I make sense of this text? I'm such an idiot.
He's tormenting her. And if we know anything about these princes, these Gons, he's slowly imprisoning her, isn't he?
We now pause for a brief intermission. Would you like some cheese?
Can we skip this?
No time for witty banter, eh? Fine, fine. This act features the Aldmeri Dominion. Cats and elves. I never had a taste for either, honestly. Too much fur and fancy.
And my role is to kill more of your actors?
Let's play it by ear. The scene. Queen Irene is addressing some of your peers. As a master thespian, you should respond to her heartfelt pronouncements as you see fit. And action!
The Mages Guild cannot turn on the Dominion so easily. You are a part of this world, like it or not.
My queen, you don't understand. The guild does not belong to any alliance. We merely wish to study in peace and solitude.
Hey, quiet down front! I am trying to watch the Queen's speech!
Either you're with the Dominion or you're against us. You want to be removed from this world? Fine, I'll do it for you. Here, let me show you the path to exile. You can't ignore the world around you.
Hey, Queenie! You missed a mage! This one is a member of the guild too!
Ah, good catch, Jester. Soldiers, give this mage the gift of exile.
That was too far. I had to move myself a little closer.
Such impertinence. Razumdar, Captain Odreth, take care of this serf. You killed my favorite cat. Such a loyal pet. Looks like I'll have to handle this myself. You face Irene Arana Aldmeri in her full glory.
And see! Let's move on!
But, okay, so we haven't actually done that story quest line yet. That's actually the third one that we'll get to. But that is not how her story plays out at all. She's not like that. So, I don't know what he's doing. The Folly of Isolation, Part 7.
With you. Novel erudition always makes me heady.
Xander. The Folly of Isolation, Part 7. Herein, the scene where the hero kills their mother, as she kills their father, as he kills their uncle. See references at the bottom for subtext.
The world is a cruel place, my assistants. Mages are envied their power and reviled for using it. We must have a place where we can study in seclusion. A place where all mages can be safe.
Look at that statue, though. Took a quick peeky look back here. Nothing. Nothing. Can you imagine trees like this that have big thorns on them? Nothing over here. If I was totally a dev, I would hide stuff in those corners.
Ulfsild, I did it! I have created a sanctuary, a retreat that will endure for eons. I shall call it Ivea.
The Folly of Isolation, Part 8. Herein find Act 3, where we have a speech about covenants, namely the covenant of Daedric Prince, as with his wedge of cheese.
Damn the mad god. Damn Ulfsild. Damn the lot of them! They'll see. They'll all see. Archmage Shalador's name will ring across history!
There's skeleton in there. Alright.
Shalador! Ivea is lost! You're obsessed. Can you even hear me? That island was as much my home as yours. My work, my legacy. I can't do this anymore. I've moved on, but you never will. Goodbye. You silly old man.
Ulfi, my love? I swear I just heard you. Where did you go?
The third act always brings me down.
Why is that?
Because it means the play is almost over. I'm enjoying this so much I don't want it to end. And the sideshows. Have you enjoyed my little illusionary performances? Very illuminating, I think.
I suppose. What do I do in this last act?
I won't tell you. I show you. That's the essence of storytelling. Show, don't tell. What do you think this is? Community theatre?
I have no idea.
Well, it isn't. This is a professional production. And you are the star. I've set the scene. We can just improvise from there. Remember, show, don't tell.
You weirdo.
Stage left, we have the founder of the Mages Guild, Vanus. Stage right, we have your old friend, Archmage Shalador. And backstage, we have Velast, your new friend and confidant in the Mages Guild. But what's this? Why, it's King Emmerich and his friends from the Daggerfall Covenant. No doubt he's got kind words to share. Take it away, Your Highness.
for perpetuating the use of magic, we hereby burn you at the stake. Let your corruption be gone from this land, once and for all.
Huh. Seems like nobody wants you around. Ha! So, this is the final scene. Save your friends. Then, I'll give you me book.
I need help. I would have given up the island for her. She never gave me the chance to decide. My wife.
The thing is that she tried talking to you, but you didn't hear her.
Sheogorath is so much smarter than I am. I'm like a child before him.
Oh, Vanis Galarian. We haven't really got to meet him a whole lot.
Finally, the last phrase. The little word buggies go crawling around the page. Squirm, 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 little buggies.
The Folly of Isolation, Part the Last. Act 4, Scene 6. A noble high elf looks imperiously over her nose at the assembled mages. Razumdar, the mages would depart our borders with critical information, my queen. They say they seek isolation. Truly, perhaps you do not understand the meaning of loyalty, little magelings. Razumdar, where have I heard that before?
How can anything hurt so badly?
Oh, this is High King Fairheart. Paragon. We just helped him.
Books are my only friends. What happens when even books turn on me?
Oh.
Mora's twitching tentacles. I'm glad that's done.
Bravo! Author! Author! Oh, wait, that's me.
I did as you asked. Can I have that tome now?
I don't know. Your performance was a bit uninspired at points. And you refused to eat cheese with me.
We had a deal.
Yes, you did make me laugh. And cry. And kick Mnealia in the head. I suppose that's all I could ask. Take your book. Just don't eat it all at once.
How do I get out of here?
The book will take you back. It knows the way. Just remember, little actor, you still have one book left. And if you thought my play was rough, just think of what's ahead.
Crazy dude. Robert's vegetable garden. A rich Breton named Robert, often called Uncle by his neighbors, owned a great plantation whose crops fed dozens of villages. Day and night his serfs worked the fields, plucking aphids and worms out by their fingernails if they had to, in order to make the produce the best and most delicious in all of High Rock. Then the creature invaded his fields. Beneath the noses of the workers, it devoured potatoes and cabbages, carrots and lettuce, radishes and beans. It stumped the efforts of the serfs to catch it. Sometimes people would think they had it, dive forward to grab it, and impale themselves on tools left upon the ground. Other times the creature would sneak up behind them in broad daylight and push them over to break their necks. It is believed that Uncle Robert was cursed somehow, and the creature was some kind of revenge for a person he had wronged in his past. The serfs abandoned the fields, willing to risk a week in the stocks rather than death at the hands of the creature. So soon Uncle Robert's fields were stripped bare by the ravenous creature, and even he began to believe the superstition himself. He locked himself in his chateau and pleaded to the divines, but they were silent. All Robert could hear was the sound of the creature scratching beneath the floorboards, inside the walls and in his cupboards as it devoured all he had left to eat. Huddled inside his bedroom in the dark of night, Robert watched as his last candle burned itself to a nub and went out. Then the creature devoured him as well.
What happened? Where did you go?
It put me through another trial, but I have the third book.
Oh, I'm almost afraid to ask what happened. I hope this trial wasn't too painful. I'll start translating this book right away. We've got one more trial to go. Nice work. There's only one more trial. We'll let you know once we're finished delving through Sheogorath's madness.
You were in my last trial.
I was? What happened?
Shogorath forced me to save duplicates of you, Vanus Galarian, and Shalador.
The more we deal with him, the more I'm convinced. The mad god is a spoiled child, pulling legs off bugs just to watch them twitch. What else happened?
He had me attacking visions of the alliances, even the leaders.
Some kind of commentary about Shalador's goal, no doubt. He may be a child, but Sheogorath certainly knows how to make a point.
Adept, we need your support once again. Ballast has translated the book you earned in Sheogorath's mad play.
You know what our next challenge will be?
Aye. She's ready to summon the portal for you. I'll meet you in the Isles. Just hurry if you please, Adept. I'm worried.
Where can I find her?
You'll find the Mistress of Incannabula in the snows of my homeland, at the Guild Hall in Windhelm. Good luck, Adept.
Why did you say you were worried?
It's Velost. She's been working day and night to understand these books. Sheogorath has a warped and twisted mind, and I worry that this work is taking a toll on her.
Is there anything we can do?
Honestly, Adept, no. Velost has a singular mind. As long as those books are cursed such that I can't read them, she's our best and only chance. She's almost as smart as I am. Just don't tell her I said that.
All right. Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent. I've been tasked with finding another book for the Mages Guild. Once again, I need to return to the Shivering Isles to a place called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent. I need to find Velast as quickly as I can. Shalador says she's translated the last book I won from Shogorath.
Hey, grab a drink.
Shalador found you. Excellent. I've puzzled out the hints from that last book, and I'm afraid the news isn't good. Your next trial is in a particularly nasty part of the Shivering Isles, a place called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent.
Should I recognize that name?
Not unless you've spent your life poring over obscure Daedric tomes. The chateau is in the darkest part of Dementia, the Shadowland of the Shivering Isles. I'm worried that...
Velast, are you all right?
I'm fine, Adept. I'm just tired. It's become very draining to translate these tomes. Don't worry about me. I can open the portal to the Isles for you straight away, if you'll allow me.
Thank you, Velast.
Good. You've arrived. Welcome back to the Isles, Adept. We must be wary. This part of Sheogorath's realm is twisted and corrupt.
Well met, Shalador. Do you have any sense of what we might face here?
I'm not sure. I've never been to this part of the Shivering Isles before. We're after the final tome, though, so we have to assume he has something truly perverse waiting in the wings. Certainly Velost has suffered enough.
You were right. There's something wrong with Velast.
Yes, it is as I said. She has worked herself night and day, and Sheogorath's dark intellect is focused through those tomes. They are like a stain on her mind. I think we have to... Wait, do you feel that?
Feel what?
Not so fast there, Shalador. Only invited guests in the chateau. We have
Damn
standards,
you, mad
know.
god!
Don't let the door hit you on the way out, Shally. And off you go. Ha, just the two of us. Now we can talk in peace. Ah, my little mortal. I'm a man of many personalities, but I tell you what, they're all very fond of you.
What's the game this time, Shogorath?
The game is a foot. Or a leg. In fact, all manner of severed limbs. But don't worry about that. I've brought you here because I've been watching you. You work too hard. You need a nice little vacation.
A vacation?
Of course! This is my chateau. It's me family's estate. Gets handed down from me to myself and so on and so on. I think you'll love it here. Or hate it. Oh, one of the two, certainly.
All right, what's first?
Up the road behind me is our guest quarters. But silly me! All 3 rooms are already occupied. Frankly, they've overstayed their welcome. One of them, though, just not fitting in. Could you do me a favor? Could you tell him to shove off?
What's the catch?
Catch? Such an untrusting soul. If there were a catch, I'd say it's the 2 of my guests are murderous cannibals. My advice? Don't let anyone eat you. If anyone tries to kill you, kill him right back.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
And remember, try to relax.
This feels very relaxing. I may regret this, but I'm gonna walk over here real quick. Nope, nothing to see.
Be wary. Talk to these guests carefully before you try to throw anyone out.
I can hear you, Shally! Don't bother my guests!
You're the only one that thinks you're funny, mad god.
Is someone out there? I can hear you moving.
Are you enjoying your stay?
No, not at all. There are things skittering around in here.
I'm supposed to evict one of the Shogorath's guests. They're not fitting in.
Oh, don't evict me. As long as I ignore the noise, it's quite nice in here. You can't see the poetry of my soul from behind a door. You can't look into my eyes and know that my mind is my own. You can't see the intensity of my truth.
Okay.
I can hear someone out there. Hello?
Are you enjoying your stay?
Yes. Wait, no! Is the master playing his games again? Wait, I mean scenarios. I do enjoy his scenarios. They taste so yellow.
I'm supposed to evict one of Shogorath's guests. They're not fitting in.
Yes, yes! Evict me! Open the door right now! Or I'll peel off your face and wear it like a mask! I'll claw through this wood and tear out your succulent throat with my teeth!
Okay, that was creepy.
Hello? Is someone there? I sent for room service hours ago.
Are you enjoying your stay?
Yes, actually. It's very pleasant. Some odd things here and there, but overall... Look, are you room service or not?
I'm supposed to evict one of Shogorath's guests. They're not fitting in.
What? Well, no throwing me out. Throw me out and I'll have my advocate drag you before the Alinor courts. We'll strip you of every coin you've ever earned,
And every coin your sons will ever earn.
All right, well, this one doesn't fit like the rest, so that's it. You're out of here.
Fine then. My advocate will be contacted. I'll show myself out. But I'm not taking that dreadful portal.
That's a perfectly good portal! I should know! I made it! It's been so long since we had guests. You would have loved my old Uncle Leo back in the day. Charming dinner conversation. When he wasn't bringing up old girlfriends. Literally regurgitating them. Nasty habit.
I evicted your guest. What's next?
Well, let's see. Now that you're settled in, you should tour the grounds. We have this lovely maze at the chateau. You simply must see it.
Oh, great. So I have to navigate a maze. Why?
Why do I need a reason for everything? Mortals, mortals, mortals! Always needing a reason to do things! For example, people like to think light chases away the shadows. I prefer to think that without a few lights, there'd be no shadows to enjoy!
So the maze will be dark then.
Oh, jolly good, you're getting it! I knew if we spent enough time together, you'd start to think like me. I have that effect on people. It's a bit too dark, actually. Why don't you light a few braziers as you go? Improve the ambience.
All right, whatever you say.
Mind what bumps in the night now.
I got myself stuck.
You've faced darkness before, Adept. Remember your training.
No cheating, Shalador! Don't ruin this for me!
I just realized. Okay.
Only 2 more to go. This trial is child's play.
I'm gonna bind you to haunt a little old lady in Wayrest! Does that sound fun, Shally?
Hostilities ended. Now to relax.
What did you think? What was your favorite part? No, don't answer that. I can see by the look on your face how happy you are.
Mm-hmm. Made it through. What's left?
Such confidence! Braggadocio! Gumption! I like that. The last place I'd like you to visit is our humble little manse, just behind me.
That's a mansion?
I want you to meet the family! So many fond memories. There was that one time with the scalpel. And all of our family dinners. Ha! And of course, you get to play with the family heirlooms.
Heirlooms?
Aye, we have an old rhyme about them. 4 lights in a row, poke one to make it glow. No, that's wrong. Maybe it was 4 lights in a trough, poke one to turn it off. Huh. Well, something like that.
I'm sure to remember that.
Remember, vacations are about enjoying the little moments.
Those poor souls. Sheogorath's family.
How do you keep getting back in here? I blame Haskell.
Apparently not everything is under your control.
Not yet, anyway.
I was going to mention earlier, Sheogorath's the one we played on one map where a bunch of villagers begged any prince for being like not so much immortal but strong enough to fight to save their village, and they were promised the ability to never be killed, and it turned them all into a bunch of skeletons. They were given a spell that would make them look human, fully fleshed out, but then when night fell, they were all back to being skeletons. And the town, like, nobody ever died. And it caused, like, much mayhem in the town. That was Sheogorath's doing. Like, he promised them the strength and the ability to fight off their enemies, but didn't disclose the fact that how that was going to happen was that they were going to be a bunch of skelly bones. What is this? Light all the heirlooms? That seems like a bad idea. Oh, this is a puzzle. Nope. This one?
Beautiful, aren't they? Isn't it beautiful? The most beautiful part of the chateau. You can see why I've held on to the place all these years.
It's great. It's awesome. Can I have that book now?
Now, just hold on there. Haven't you been wondering why it's called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent?
I guess.
Well, you should. And before I give you the last tome, before I reward you and Shally for all your hard work, you need to meet one more member of my family. Let me tell you the story of old Uncle Leo.
Alright, this sounds entertaining. Go on.
Ah, a mortal after me own heart. Well, Uncle Leo was quite the ladies' man back in the day. He had a beauty in every town, from Windhelm to Stormhold. As the years went by and his looks began to fade, it got harder and harder to, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Well, not getting the attention of the ladies the way he used to, it started to drive Leo a little bit batty. And that's when I stepped in. Can't have someone as well loved as Leo all lonely, right?
I suppose.
So, I offered him a little deal. I gave him back his looks, his youth. All he had to do was promise never to bed a maiden more than once. Simple, really. And he took the deal with gusto. Then, a few years later, he meets Mnealia.
And he fell in love.
Cheese for the smart skeever! Leo couldn't resist her. Thought he'd have an out on our deal if they got married. Nope. His flesh melted like wax on his wedding night. Became an Atronach of my very own. Now, all his girlfriends are rats!
You turned him into a flesh Atronach, and now he loves rats.
Too much, I'm afraid. To be honest, it's become an embarrassment to the family. So, as the final act of a courteous guest, go kill Uncle Leo, will you?
Alright, let's get this over with.
Give the old lug my love before you rip his skull open, will you?
And this is a fun reminder that that is a prince, a Daedric prince, because we are now in the Daedric realm. Uncle Leo. See if we can skirt around Uncle Leo. There's supposedly a book around here somewhere. Oh, it's gonna appear right there, I see. Nope, he's gonna be a boss, but alright, I see this.
Focus your intellect.
Yep, I see. It wasn't terrible.
Well done! The family would be so proud. If you hadn't already murdered most of them.
Oh, that one's a new one. But it's a part. I swear there's going to be a time. There'll be one special episode where I'll read through parts when I collect them all. Because we have already discovered if I try to read parts, it just doesn't make any sense. So. Shoggorath.
Always sad to see a good man die. Leo's death just now. Hilarious!
Alright, I've toured the chateau. May I have the book now?
I should make you fight narwhals on the open ocean! I should make you run a gauntlet of angry Argonian concubines! But I won't. Book's yours.
Thank you.
Yes, well, I'm sure you and Shalador will be very happy with your new book. Of course, Velast has been the one doing all the reading, right? Send her my best. And tell her to read real close on this last one.
Yeah, see, we're not
Velast my best.
We're not the ones being tormented. It is Velast, that's I guessed. A gift of sanctuary. A little boy, a scion of the wealthy house, once went to the lake shore with his parents on holiday. While the elders sipped wine in a cabin with their snooty fellows, the boy was left to play in the sand and the mud. He was terribly sad at being so scorned and went searching for a friend. The boy did not have to search long. He found a wonderfully chatty duck in the reeds who told him stories of places the boy could only dream of. Though he was quickly enchanted by the tales, the boy became melancholy that he would never see such a place with his own eyes. The duck laughed and told him that this was not so. They would build one together. The boy and the duck waded out to a small island on the lake, and together they built a tiny house of sticks and sand. This sufficed for an hour until the duck suggested that a house was not a fitting place for the boy. He deserved a palace. The mortar of mud would not be enough, but one of the adults might help. The boy went back to the cabin and found a noble who had stepped outside to relieve himself, so inebriated he was. He was easily coaxed into following the boy back to the island, where the duck leapt and tore out his throat to use the blood and flesh for the mortar and the bones for the beams. The boy was delighted, but the palace had to be bigger. Back he went again and again to collect the drunken folk, to show them the magnificent palace. Again and again the duck added their bits to the wondrous palace, whose spires and arches dried to become alabaster and gold. When the boy's parents came to collect him, he took them to see his magnificent palace out on the lake. They screamed and ran, leaving the boy alone with the duck. He was not sad. Together they made merry on the island until the mist closed in around it and spirited away to a land of cheer and mirth for all time.
You've returned. Do you have the book?
I do.
You've done it. We have them all. Now I just need to closely study the books together as a set, and we should be able to find Shalador's island. Wish me luck, my friend. I'll need it this time round.
You're looking a little better, Velast.
Yes, Adept. I recovered quickly after you left. I'm just feeling a little weary. This business with the books you've been collecting, it's taken a lot out of me.
You said that before. What do you mean?
These books are like word labyrinths. There are layers of meaning upon meaning, endless research avenues. He's laden these things with oblique references that only someone with my mastery of lore would be able to understand. It's very tiring.
You seem nervous when you're talking about the next book.
Like I said, just a little weary. Don't worry, Adept. I'm up to the challenge. I'm one of only a handful of people in the whole of Tamriel that could have puzzled these out, in fact. We'll see it done.
Okay. Waiting for him to make his appearance. No? Alright, I'm leaving.
Adept, good to see you. I have great news for you, Adept.
What's the news?
Velast has finished final analysis of the tomes. We're ready to get my island back.
Where can I find her?
She's preparing a ritual space at the Riften Guild Hall in the Rift. I'll see you there, Adept. We're so close.
You seem excited, Shalador.
Of course. This is what we've worked for all this time. Putting up with the mocking and insults. Sheogorath's poor attempts at humor. We'll recover the Isle, and the Guild will have a safe haven from the war.
No, I'm not gonna worry about it.
That's the arcane aspect of magic. The hidden elements we draw upon.
Your mind works in amusing ways, Daniel. Perhaps more research is needed.
Chat with you in just a second. I just want to check your bookshelves. Okay, third time. Hold on. Oh, we hadn't read that. Never mind.
Adept. Shalador must have found you. Very glad to see you again. I've translated the final book, and we're ready to monkey rum butter.
Last, you've gotten even worse.
No, I'm just very tired. Thanks to Shalador, we were able to decipher the deeper ritual hidden within the tomes as a set. He's ready and waiting. Together you'll perform the ritual that will... perform like a dancing midget.
You need to rest.
Just focus on the task at hand. I've prepared the ritual space, as you can see. Here are the books. Take them and place them on the pillars of light around the hall. They'll focus the power of the books for the Archmage.
Right, if you assist.
I'll be able to rest soon enough, Adept. Shalador is the only reason I was able to finish. His enthusiasm and energy sustained me through this difficult trial.
You seem even worse than the last time we spoke.
Please, Adept, I'm going to be fine. As I said, translation of the books has taken a considerable toll. I'm exhausted, but it will be worth it. The Sanctuary will save so many lives and give us all a chance to work in peace.
The ebb and swell of Magicka. How I missed this. We've done it. We're finally ready to take back my island.
What's the plan?
I'll use the combined powers of the books and wrench the isle back to Tamriel. Sheogorath has lost, Adept. We're almost there.
What can we expect on the island?
It's a lush place, gorgeous and vibrant. We have guild members poised across Tamriel, ready to join us there. It will be the perfect place for the guild to study in peace. It will be glorious.
Shalador, Belast is not well.
I know. She's very tired, even worse than before. But she's done masterful work in translating these books. And I'm sure she'll be an asset once we reach the island. She'll have plenty of time to rest soon enough.
She's exhausted, and she's speaking strangely.
I suppose she has been garbling her words a bit. I just assumed that it was due to mortal frailty. I sometimes forget how fragile you are. We will watch over her together, my friend.
Wasn't he immortal? But the trials are over, right?
I believe so. I'm sure you're as sick of the Mad God's games as I am. Now come, I will perform the ritual and open a portal to our new home. Gnomes, attend me! Now, I reclaim what was taken from me. I, Vea, hear my call! Something is wrong. I sense. Adept, the lost, follow me!
These mages are all the same. Vainglorious and sophomoric. Spell artisans of the lowest order.
Oh, he does not like being here. I'm sorry.
Damn me for a fool! Why did I trust that madman?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Look at this place. The island is overrun with Daedra. Sheogorath has given us the apple, but it's riddled with worms.
What do we do?
There's a grand hall in the center of the island. We'll be able to survey the situation better from that vantage point. You and Velast make your way up this path. I'll meet you there.
All right, I'll see you there. Hold on, I gotta...
What can we learn today?
Oh, we're fine. He didn't like being here, but we're fine. Jeez.
Fascinating creatures, Daedra.
I'm feeling hostility.
thought I'd have the chance to study one of those up close. Spotted another way varieties of Daedra is wrong.
A fascinating encounter.
This is not what we agreed to, Mad God. Leave this place.
Careful, mage. Remember who you're talking to. Our mortal friend has arrived. Be quiet now, Shally. Adults talking. Ah, good. You and I can have reasonable conversations. Shalador's just too old and crotchety for me.
What are you doing here? We had a deal.
Do you know, funny thing about deals. They're really the sorts of things you should get in writing. I said if you completed the trials, you could find the island. The portals to deepest oblivion scattered here and there. A sort of bonus.
So this is another trial then?
If you want to see it that way, sure. It's another trial. I'm sure you and Velast... Oh, hello, dearie. I'm sure you'll have no problems closing the portals. Honestly, I'm surprised the Mistress of Incunabula didn't see this coming.
Why are you so focused on Velast?
No reason at all. What are you implying? That my choice to curse the books was a calculated move? That crazy old Sheogorath knew there were only a handful of people in the guild that could do the work she did? Oh. Madness.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sure you'll figure it out. You outwitted daffy old Sheogorath, right? Anyway, pull the crystals to close the portals. Have fun. See you soon.
Wait, what did you mean about Velast?
Damn it! What was I thinking? Attacking the Prince of Madness.
Sheogorath said something about Velast, and the curse he put on the books?
Wait, Adept. You're not making sense. What do you mean? Sheogorath put that curse on those books to slow us down. Make the task more time-consuming.
He said he knew there were only a few people in the guild that can translate the books.
Then, the curse was meant to put the books in front of Velast. She was meant to read them. Adept, this is very worrying. But we need to deal with this after the island is safe.
What about Velast?
She'll be with you. She'll be fine for the moment. Velast, go with our friend here to close the portals. The Adept will keep you safe.
What will you be doing?
Sheogorath left a powerful ward on this building. I'll need a few moments to crack it open. Go. I should be done here by the time you return.
We'll see it done. You made some kind of deal with Sheogorath.
Close the portals. I will see this done.
Potentially gonna cost us Velast.
So tired of the fighting. Why can't we all just talk?
I'm with you, cohort.
Always thought my combat spell work was theoretical.
Intellectually stimulating.
Fascinating creatures, Daedra.
Of course it's gonna be a watcher.
there anything good about these things? Any light or hope?
More mini tentacles.
There's so many, so much pain and anger and death. Ourselves? Can we ever truly be free of war?
I'm stuck on something.
Well, that was exhausting. No more, Daedra, all right?
I gotta go this way.
Keep coming. Haven't we killed them all yet?
You are one big gray cloud, Relast, and I don't think it's your fault.
Ah, time for tea then.
That last one spoke to me. Did you hear it? It said my name. What did we do that for? It looked so friendly.
Relast. They're not friendly.
I'm taking notes on your progress, just so you're aware. Galvanizing.
It's gonna be a last boss fight.
You hear him? I hear his voice. He keeps saying my name.
What I'm trying to figure out is that if Shogreath...
Did I just violate the third rule of interevocative hermetic harmonics?
If Shogreath sold her out to get to his island.
The buzzing is louder and louder and louder.
Stopped. Stopped, sorry.
They want to fight, do they?
Alright, where are we going, guys, that I am so very lost? Yeah, that's too big of a drop. Well, were you admiring the painting and I interrupted you?
That was terrible. Let's go get into a real fight now. Shalidor, Shalidor, where are you, Shally-Wally Dorable? Shalidor.
A most gratifying resolution.
Where are you, Shally-Wally Dorable?
Point. Ha!
I was trying to do something, lady, and then you got in my way. She's not even fighting, is she?
Monkey, rum, butter. 3 little ducklings all in a row. Red bill, green bill, yellow bill too.
Thanks to you, the island is ours. Now you'll just need to claim the hall and kick Sheogorath back to the Shivering Isles.
I need to claim the hall. What about you and Velast?
I've put a crack in his ward, but no more. The Mad God's power is formidable, even here. You and Velast may enter. I may not. Just make sure to watch after her. I can see the state she's in.
As we dealt with the portal, she began to become more agitated, raving.
I feared the Mad God may have gotten the better of us, but perhaps something can be done. Go inside. Deal with Sheogorath. We've come too far to be put off by his tricks now.
I'll take care of him.
You can do this, Adept. You've proven yourself that you're up to this. Good luck.
I can hear him. I'm coming, Uncle Sheo.
Ah, my favorite mortal. Shalidor finally figured out how to let you in. You're here to kick me out, I know. But you know, fighting isn't really my thing. Haskell?
Very good, sir. Have at you, Adept. We will now face each other in honorable combat. On your guard.
Haskell? Oh, Haskell! The pigs, Haskell! Toss those huggermans! Squeeze! All right, that's enough. Break it up, you two.
Enough with the games, Sheogorath. Are you going to relinquish the island to us or not?
All right, settle down. I'll just gather me things and go. Blast! Dearie, why don't you come over here?
Uncle Sheo, are we going somewhere?
Yes, little one. You're coming with me. Home to the Shivering Isles. Won't that be nice?
Mad God, stay back! The lost isn't yours to take!
Isn't she, though? I can see it on her face. I can smell it in the air. She's crazy! Mad! A lunatic! All that time with Uncle Shio's stories, and she's got the urge to visit the Isles. My Shivering Isles!
I do. I want to go with Uncle Sheo. He's got the butterflies. I love butterflies.
This is a conundrum. A riddle. A choice. I tell you what, mortal. Why don't we let you decide? Should Velas stay, or come with me to the dear old Isles? In fact, let's sweeten the deal. You decide she stays, I'll cure her. That's right. Uncle Sheo will make her sane again. Boring old Velast, whose only friends are books. Oh, dear.
And if the decides she goes with you?
Well, as it happens, I have one more book here. I give it to you in exchange for Velast. It's called the Folium Discognitum.
Sheogorath, you bastard! You'd throw the folium back in my face after all these years!
Wrote it myself. It's a delightful little artifact. It imbues the reader with the knowledge of madmen. It's very powerful. Worth, 4 or 5 of those sky shard things you adventurers are always looking for. So, Velas stays and I cure her. Or, she goes with me and you, my little mortal, become much more powerful. Your choice.
Adept, you cannot listen to this offer. This is the exact same offer Sheogorath made me when I first lost Ivea.
What happened?
Life for an archmage is measured in decades, not years. The rituals I performed extended my life, allowed me to continue my work. But eventually even I began to slow down.
And he offered you this folium?
I began work on a powerful artifact, a key to the inner workings of life itself. Glamouril. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, I reached a critical juncture where even my knowledge and power failed me. I needed more.
And in the bargain, you lost Ivea?
Yes. I'd read all of the Accords of Madness. I knew the lessons of King Lyrandir, Leopold Arseno, Darius Shano, and still I failed. Don't make the mistakes we did, Adept. Reject this madman's offer.
Uncle Sheo wants to take me to the Shivering Isles. So wonderful. The butterflies, they'll be everywhere. And he has so many books.
Velasquez says if you stay, you can become sane again.
But Uncle Sheo, he will keep me warm and he will keep me safe and I'll have so many friends to play with. Books are my friends, did you know?
What if he doesn't treat you well? He's a madman.
Adept, if I stay, I don't know if... But perhaps with him I'll be happy. Happy like the butterflies. They flap, flap, flap their wings.
Admit it. You're surprised, aren't you? The look on your face was precious.
Actually, I'm not that surprised. I'm more surprised. I thought he sold us out. I thought Shograth, the other guy, I thought he sold her out. I'm ready to make my decision.
Right! A mortal making a decision! Free will and agency! Now then, Does the last stay become sane again and live her life out here? Or does she go with me and you receive the power of the Folium Discognitum? Which will it be?
The last days. I want you to cure the last.
Ha! I knew you wouldn't take the book! Could see it in your eyes. Oh well, can't blame Uncle Sheo for wanting to give his favorite niece a good home now. As you wish, mortal. I'll undo what's been done to her. The mortals decided to let the last stay. So, this is where I say my goodbyes. Mortal, nice working with you. Shalador, never change. The last, sorry dear, say goodbye to the little dreamling. The Prince of Madness doesn't stay where he's not wanted. Except when he does. But in this case, he doesn't. Until next time, magelings!
It's like a fog has lifted from inside my mind. Adept, I don't know what to say. You've saved me from a fate worse than death.
Lost. Are you?
Yes, I'm all right, Shalador. I'm myself again. Don't worry, Adept. I'll be fine soon enough. Now that you've restored my mind, I just need some rest.
You're welcome.
You've passed the challenges of the Mad God, restored me to sanity, and reclaimed this sanctuary for the Mages Guild. Somehow my thanks seem small in comparison, but you have them. Thank you, Adept, for all you've done.
I can't stay in here, Adept. Let us speak some more outside.
We're gonna land, and I bet Xander's gonna be more angry. Oh. Oh, Xander isn't even here.
Come here, Adept. I have something for you.
Can we be away from here as quickly as possible? I'd like to retain the current number of apertures in my skull.
Adept, you've done so much for the guild. I couldn't let you leave without a final gift. This old archmage has a spell he's been saving just for you.
A gift?
During my time on Tamriel, I developed a very useful spell. A memory charm of sorts. Rather than wasting my time puttering around in libraries trying to find a book, the spell allows me to recall it instantly. If you'll allow me.
Oh, go ahead, Shalador.
Just need a moment to prepare. This spell has proven very handy. Once saved my life when I came up against a rhyming spirit. She demanded every answer to her questions be answered with a couplet. There we go. I'm ready. Call it Shalador's Library of the Mind. Ha! Shores, bones, I can't thank you enough. In time, the body you and Velast have formed for me will fade. But with this charm, you'll never forget our trials together. I take comfort in that. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then accept the gift of eidetic memory. Remember now every tome, every book, every scrap of paper you have ever read. And remember, too, the tale of Ivaeus' return to Tamriel, and the story of the adept who made it happen. Don't be a stranger, Adept. Ivaea is another home for you now, as it is for every mage in Tamriel.
Don't worry, Adept. I'll be fine soon enough. Now that you've restored my mind, I just need some rest.
That was not where I thought this was gonna go at all. I thought, I don't know what I thought, but that this wasn't the storyline I was thinking was going to be it for the Mages Guild. And he does not like being here at all. He hates mages, but I'm slightly confused on that because he himself is a mage.
I know it's just my imagination, but I swear the elves leave a stink behind.
Okay, well that is this. We've now finished both the guild's quests.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland.
He sees him trying to talk.
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverwood.
Alright,
Perhaps we can complete a writ or two on our downtime.
All the NPCs, shut up. Alright, so this wraps up both guild quests. The next episode, there's going to be a little bit of a break. I think, let me see when the June update is coming. Okay, so it looks like June 2nd is going to be the content update for Seasons of the Wormcold, which is going to be our next bit. So I'm going to upload these episodes where you're going to see me play through the prologue quest to Seasons of the Worm. And, of course, you have seen the Fighters Guild. You're going to see the prologue quest and then the Mages Guild. And then I'll bring you guys back for Seasons of the Wormcold Part 1. And we'll see what that means for us. Thank you guys so much for keeping me company. And I will be back soon with something, I promise.